Well, hello. Today, this is a bit of a different setting for me because usually I make videos with Tamara and we talk about Lord of the Rings and stuff, but today I'm gonna talk about writing, which is probably my greatest passion ever. And this is gonna be about 10 reasons why I love writing. And to avoid awkward silences in my first single video, I kind of made some notes which I'm gonna use. So there we go. So, the first reason why I love writing is that literally anything can happen. And I don't only mean that you can make anything you want happen, but especially anything can happen that you don't expect it yourself. Myself, I have had it a lot of times that I was writing and suddenly something happened I did not really have planned. Like really big things, for instance, someone dying, which I didn't expect myself. Which I think is possibly a good thing, because if you don't see it coming yourself, how could your readers possibly see it coming? And then secondly, I love writing because I love to flee. And this is kind of my way to flee if things are going bad and I'm sad and I just don't know what to do with myself anymore. I can always just come back to writing and pretend for a while that nothing is going wrong and I'm just thinking about other things, which is really, really nice. Lately I've been in kind of fight with a friend and I just couldn't bear to think about it anymore because it didn't work. And I was really happy just to write and to think about that story and that world and that character who has way bigger troubles than I have, actually. So that's good. Then thirdly, I wrote down to experience 1,000 lives. Maybe I just wrote this down because I think it sounds cool. But it's true though. In writing you do things and you experience things you're not gonna experience, or maybe not even gonna wanna experience in real life. Though it kinda gives more depth, I don't know. It's just, I mean, it's not like I would want to experience everything I write about, because my stories can be like kinda cruel. But it's kind of a safe way to experience things, which doesn't mean you don't have to do them anymore in real life. In fact, it's way better to write about things you really do. But still, for some things this does count. Then the fourth reason is to speak up, which is mainly about having critiques in your stories. Not that I really speak up with my stories because there are like 5 people who read it, but if I would ever become a writer, there would be like symbols and things I don't agree on in real life and in society maybe would be in my stories, and they already are. In one of my stories I have symbols for a lot of things in this world. Yeah, and I just love doing that, kinda hating without people being like, yeah, you're just talking rubbish, because most people don't agree. Yeah. Then my fifth reason was, apparently, I wrote this down yesterday, so now I'm just looking back, to always have an escape to think about. Well, I think I meant that it's just, I'm so used to having writing in my life that if I don't have it, I'm like, so I'm living my life, I'm doing my homework, I'm meeting up with friends, and then I'm home and I'm like empty. And I always just, like, when I go to sleep, I think about my stories, and I'd rather write before I go to sleep than just go into my bed, because then I can't sleep. And yeah, it's kind of making my world whole, which sounds very dramatic, but is true anyway. The sixth reason for me to love writing is to scream and feel. And this mainly happens for me through poems. Like if I'm feeling really bad, I just write it out in poems and short stories, and of course it doesn't solve all your problems, but it does help. And reading them back later also reminds me of how, for instance,